Former WWE star Simon Gotch claims Sin Cara left him concussed by throwing a Coke can at his head in a backstage brawl. Gotch, real name Seth Lesser, won the NXT Tag Team Championship as one half of the Vaudevillains with Aiden English. But the 35-year-old was released by WWE in April this year, after an unsuccessful spell for the duo on Smackdown Live. Gotch, who has since signed with Ring of Honor, infamously fought with renowned hardman Sin Cara, aka Jorge Arias, in July 2016. The masked star was said to have got the better of him in a scrap, which resulted in Gotch sporting a black eye on television. It's not the first time Cara has reportedly fought with colleagues, having allegedly attacked Sheamus in a WWE trainer's office in 2014. Watch Ex-wwe Divas champion Caitlyn discuss struggles with addiction and divorce. Simon Gotch and Sin Cara in action in NXT. Image copyright WWE discussing the incident on the two-man power trip of wrestling podcast. Gotch said the 40-year-old threw a Coke can at me. He said basically he and I would go back and forth and throw sort of little digs at each other, and I didn't realize how sensitive he was. I found that out later, that with the stories about him they all have the same basic setup. He goes back and forth with someone and they get the upper hand verbally, and he goes and takes cheap shots at them when he gets angry. The famous one about him beating up Sheamus. What actually happened was Sheamus was on the trainer's table getting his ankle taped and Jorge ran up and punched him. Ford sues WWE legend John Cena for allegedly selling GT supercar for profit. Gotch continued, with me and him, we were sort of trading little digs and I got one in that was stiff, and I found out later after the fact that I apparently hit a nerve with some stuff that had happened to him personally that I didn't know about. I looked back down at my plate, and all of a sudden I look back up and yell what the F, because my face started hurting. I couldn't see anything and completely didn't know what was going on, and as I'm piecing it together, I smelled Diet Coke, thinking why is my shirt wet? As my vision started to clear, I see Jorge running from around the table, and he tried to do almost a double leg, and out of instinct I reached around his neck and headlocked him. Legendary entrance music composer Jim Johnston, released by WWE. The Santa Rosa, California native added, we were struggling for maybe 1,015 seconds until people got involved and pulled us apart. I was still wondering what was going on, and I obviously have a concussion, having been hit in the face, and he's just yelling. We talked about it after the fact and I complimented him on his throw because he hit me dead in the eye. Someone on Twitter said, when I guess he threw a chair at Baron Corbin in a match, that if you believe Simon Gotch, Sin Cara has really good aim with that chair. Gotch now competes in Ring of Honor as Simon Grimm, where he made his debut last month.